Hey, and welcome back to my channel. I feel like I have not filmed in forever. I think it's been about a month since the last time I actually sat down and filmed really anything. We have been so busy. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that we are deep into the house build, so that's kind of been taking up all of our time. I wanted to sit down today and do my 2025 wish list video. These always are super fun to watch, and this is the first time I've ever made one. My wish list is going to cover absolutely everything, so all the categories. It's kind of all over the place, but I feel like we have a lot going on this year, so there's like a variety and a range of what I'm looking for. Realistically, I have a ton of things on this list. However, if I had to guess, I would say I'll probably get one thing, maybe two things from each category. So it really is just a dump of all of the things that I like. I make wish lists and edit them constantly throughout the year because sometimes I want something, but then a few months goes by and I don't want it anymore, so I take it off. So it's a very fluid list, but I feel like that then helps me really know if it's something I want, because then when it is time for me to get something, I make sure that I pick something that's been on the list for a really long time and not something that just got put on, because the likeliness of it coming off is, I don't know, maybe 50-50. I'm constantly updating this list. That being said, my categories for this wish list are purses / leathers, jewelry, and then, I just have like a miscellaneous list, but it's just house stuff. And I would say that out of anything on the list, the house stuff is what I'm going to be focusing on the most because it's stuff that I actually need. But if I could get off the list like one item from the purse leather section and one item from the jewelry section, I think that'd be a really successful year. My goal this year is to just save. I really want to get the stuff we need for the house, but we're really focused right now on just saving money, so I don't think I'll be doing the same type of spending that I did last year. It was fun, and I got a lot of things on my wish list from last year, but that's just not my focus for this year. I really want to get the house done. I really want to furnish it in the way that I envision it, and so that's going to require like a lot of saving in the meantime. So let's get started. We will start with the purses and leather section first. So I would love 2025 to be the year I get a Chanel bag. There's a lot of like mixed feelings on this that I see people going back and forth. Basically, if I do get a Chanel bag, it will be pre-loved. I will not buy one brand new. It's the number one thing I hear people say. Just do not buy it because the prices are so high and the quality's not matching that. And I've heard really good things about the more vintage bags, the leather being really high quality, and if they're cared for and they're in great condition, you can get a really nice bag at just a fraction of the cost. In terms of style, I don't see myself as just a classic flap girl. I feel like it is a beautiful bag, but they're quite feminine, and I just don't know that that's me. I think it would be just a beautiful bag. I just don't know that it suits me very well, and I feel like it would look off. So instead, I am a lot more interested in the boy bags. I think that is a really cool, sleek bag, like a quilted boy bag. I think fit me a lot better. Or I like the Chanel 19. It is a very casual bag, and that's what I like about it. I think when most people see the Chanel bags, specifically the classic flaps, they're seen as very like fancy, and I don't know why. To me, a quilted bag just doesn't give that look for me that I think it gives for other people of just looking really like fancy and sophisticated. I think of it as more of like a fun, more casual bag, and so I think that the Chanel 19 fits that vibe a little bit more. It seems more intentionally casual because it's a little more, not saggy, that's not the right word, but it's a lot more, like it looks softer and a little bit less structured. It kind of has like more, sag is just not the right word because sag makes it sound bad, but I like that about it. It's slouchy maybe is a better word for it. And the thick hardware on it, I'm looking at a picture, that's why I keep looking down, but I'm gonna put a picture on the screen. I love the thickness of the hardware. I don't love the two-tone of the silver gold handles, but I just think that this is a good fit for me, and I would definitely want the medium size. I have a few like small bags now. I feel like my YSL chain bag that I just got, as well as my Prada bag, are quite small. I have my Goyard, which is really big. So I definitely next would want like a mid-size bag. So whether it was the boy bag or the Chanel 19, like the medium size is what I'm looking at. But I really feel like I lean more towards the 19. It just seems like it would really fit me and my lifestyle really well and go with like my vibe better. In terms of colors for the Chanel, I really thought I wanted a neutral. Like I was looking a lot at like blacks and beiges, but then the more I thought about it, like I already have a black bag, I already have a beige bag. I would love, and this is where it starts to get tricky, I think something pink would be really fun, like that really beautiful baby pink, not a hot pink, because again, let's be real, it's just not me. But if I was to start adding color to my collection, I think the boy bag and the baby pink would be the perfect blend of like the masculine look and shape of the boy bag, but like the nice pink tone would be really pretty. But when it comes to the Chanel 19, which is the bag I actually like more, I personally like it best in the black. I think it has good contrast with the gold hardware, and I think because it's a more casual bag, I just love the look of a sleek black. So maybe I would add another black. I don't really know. Again, it's not really much I've thought about because I'm just like not even in the purse mindset. This would not be till like way later in the year. And I've never actually tried them on or seen them in person. So I feel like I'd have to do that first. And then there's only one other thing right now on my leather list, and that's the Louis Vuitton Keep All. I'm gonna absolutely butcher this, but I specifically want the Keep All Bandolier 50, size 50, because I've looked up that is kind of the max size that they'll allow as a carry-on, and then once you get to 55, you kind of have to start checking them. 50, I feel like I would like the 55 more size-wise, but I want it to be like a carry-on and not something that I'm gonna have to check at the airport. Also for this one, everything I've seen, all the videos I've watched, and everyone who has this has also recommended not buying this new and instead getting it pre-loved. One, you save a lot of money, and two, when it comes to travel accessories like luggage, I've seen more and more people recommend buying pre-loved, especially if it's designer stuff, because it's going to get scuffs, it's gonna get scratched, it's gonna be kind of thrown around at the airport. It's not like a necessarily clean environment, and there's gonna be like wear on it. So if you buy it brand new, you're gonna have that fear of it, like the second that something happens to it and freaking out. But I've heard many people say that the pre-loved ones they already bought that have already come kind of pre-scuffed, you don't have that fear because it already has a little bit of wear and you didn't pay the full price for it. And it's gonna get worn anyway. You cannot keep your luggage perfect, so why does it necessarily matter if you get one that already has a few scuffs, and then you get that like first scuff anxiety out of the way and you can just enjoy the bag for what it's for. So next I have my jewelry. The first one I've already actually talked about before, and that is replacing my gold Love wedding band with the rose gold. So I've mentioned this I think in like multiple videos. I currently have it in the gold, but I have since decided I really think I want all of my jewelry to be rose gold. This is the only gold piece of jewelry that I have. So I thought about like selling it and then rebuying it, but then I've also thought about just keeping it because it would be nice to pass down and just rebuying the rose gold. Either way, this year I definitely want to make that happen where I will get the rose gold instead. I also think I want to size up one. I wear this on my right middle finger and it fits fine, but this is really the only finger I can wear it on. I feel like it's not a very versatile size the way my juke ring is. So I would probably size up like one or two so I could wear it maybe on like the index finger or maybe even the thumb. The next two are necklaces. One is from Tiffany and it's this absolutely beautiful diamond pendant in the rose gold. I just think it's super simple, it's super sleek, super classy, and it would just be a really nice dainty piece for me to have. I think it is gorgeous, but I'm really into like the daintier pieces right now, especially for necklaces. I feel like I did my like chunky necklace, chunky jewelry era, and now I'm ready for more like softer, more sophisticated pieces. And I feel like the rose gold looks better in dainty, where like the chunky stuff in the rose gold just, I don't know, it just clashes to me. It doesn't have that same look. But I like chunky gold, but I'm not really doing gold much anymore. So dainty rose gold is kind of just where I'm headed. And then the other necklace is the Van Cleef Sweet Alhambra pendant in the rose gold. It's like the pounded, what do they call it? Well, it doesn't say, but when you look at the picture, you can see like the motif has like a texture to it. It's not like a smooth one, so it kind of looks like it's been like hammered almost a little bit, although I feel like that's not the right word. But this is the sweet one, so it's the mini, because again, really loving the dainty jewelry right now, but I love this rose gold piece. I like that there's no other stone in it, so it's gonna be one that I won't have to take off in the shower. I'm fine taking jewelry off in the shower, but again, I wouldn't be able to swim in it, like if we went on vacation and went in the water. So as much as I love the look of the Van Cleef pieces with the stones. I just know it's not practical for me because again, you can't sweat in them, you can't swim in them, and that just does not all fit my lifestyle. If I had to pick between the two necklaces, because I'm gonna be asking for one of them for my birthday, I think I lean more towards the Tiffany diamond pendant. I like the subtlety of it. I feel like it's more timeless. Again, I haven't decided because not really high on the list right now. I just know that one of the two is what I would want the most. Okay, we've got 2 more things on the jewelry list. I would love a tennis bracelet. The one I have right now is just a cubic zirconium from Amazon, and she's really cute. I like it a lot. I love the size. I think it's absolutely perfect. I would love to get one. The one I was looking at was a white sapphire, and it was essentially the same exact size in the white sapphire, and it just had this really, really pretty glow to it. And I don't think I mentioned this before, but like I said, all of my jewelry is switching to rose gold, but I actually like the look of some silver settings in addition to the rose gold because I feel like the diamonds really pop with the rose. And so if it was something like this, I would actually not get it in a rose gold setting. I would want it in like a white gold setting because I feel like it blends really well. And I feel like sometimes with these types of bracelets, the rose gold with like the diamonds or the sapphires in it almost makes it look like a little bit dirty. I feel like the white gold in this type of setting just gives a cleaner look. And then the last thing on here is the Cartier Panther watch in the small model. I originally thought I wanted the mini model, and I actually went in to try it on the day that I bought this bracelet because what I envisioned was having this bracelet and then stacking the mini watch on it. And when I tried it on, it did not look good on my wrist. My wrists are too thick for it. So the actual like clock face was so teeny tiny. And so I tried on the small instead, and it looked way better. It looked like an actual watch. I want it to be more of an accessory, so I don't need like a large face. I think that the mini one was definitely too small, but the small one is like the perfect size. Ooh, and I did just think of one more category, and that is shoes. I would really, really love this to be the year that I got a pair of Christian Louboutins, my red bottoms. I have dreamt about that. I think I first saved a Pinterest of them when I was maybe 13 years old, so they've always been a dream. I have a pair of booties that I've always looked at and loved, but I've really recently been looking at the kitten heels. I would love to get one of those. I would also really like a sneaker of some kind, and not to work out in, but just to kind of like have. I was looking at, of course, the Chanel trainers are absolutely gorgeous, and I hear nothing but amazing things about them in terms of comfort. They definitely scare me because they are a very, very white shoe, but I wouldn't be working out in them anyways. They would just be like a style shoe. But that being said, because I'm worried about the scuffs, I've also been looking at Golden Goose shoes, and there is a pair on there that I also really like. So I kind of am leaning more towards those because it is also a more casual look, but I'm not fully committed either way yet. But I would love, love, love to add some sort of like sneaker to the mix this year. So now we are moving away from kind of like the more luxury stuff and into house stuff, because again, most of this list is house stuff, and to be completely honest, it's everything. Like, we need everything. We're building this house completely, so when you're thinking appliances, when you're thinking even like hardware and things like that, that all is stuff that we have to consider now. We have some things like our couch, we have a mattress, but we don't even have like a bed, so we have to get like a bed frame. We need stuff for the guest bedroom, we need stuff for my office because I want to do like library style. I really want to do like a classic library, dark academia style. So I'll need like a new desk and chairs and shelving and rugs and absolutely everything. So if you can think of it, then yes, I need it. But most specifically, I have on here, okay, so this couch is 2 pieces and an ottoman, but that's all that we can fit right now in our living room. When we move into the house, we're gonna buy like the middle section to extend it out even further, so it'll be 3 pieces instead of 2. So that'll be one of the first things we buy. The refrigerator was the first thing that I picked when I knew we were gonna start building this house. I've always dreamt of having like a really nice, cool refrigerator, so I found that really, really quickly. Another thing that I'm most excited about is going to be the freestanding bathtub in the master bathroom. It has been my dream forever. I've always been like a bath person, but I've always wanted a freestanding tub. So being able to kind of shop around for that, I've loved. We have a massive walk-in closet. I have so much clothes. I have an unfathomable amount of clothes. So having a big walk-in closet was one of the most important things. So the closet's actually the same size as the bathroom, and being able to kind of customize that with jewelry drawers and hanging things, and I want like a nice big mirror, so that's also really high on the list. And finally starting to make like real decisions for the house, which I know I mentioned in my last vlog was like the thing that was giving me the most anxiety because I couldn't commit, but I finally started making commitments to things. I didn't really mean this to turn into a house update, but it is my wish list, and everything that goes into a house is what's on my wish list this year, and that is all at the top of the list. So before anything else, this house is coming first. I want to design it one time and just be done with it. I don't want to have to get some things just to settle, just to replace them later. I would rather just get what I want the first time and have it be done. And if that means everything else that I want kind of goes in the back seat, I don't care. And I feel like that's why my list is so small, because I realistically know, okay, I'm not gonna get to all of these other things that I want in place of the things that we really need for the house. But we'll see though, if the house is done in the summer and we have everything taken care of and we're moved in, there's still a whole other half of the year. That being said, that is what makes up my wish list. I never have intentions of getting everything on the list. There's not much that I'm like needing right now. I feel really grateful and really blessed and really content with the things that I have, and I feel like last year I did a lot more shopping than I was ever anticipating. So this year I am really ready to just kind of slow down, gear up for the house, get ready, maybe check off one or two things from my list, but have a year of just saving and house stuff. So thank you so much for watching. I'm not exactly sure when this is going to be posted, but next weekend we are actually going on a trip to Mammoth, and I am going to be vlogging that. This one will probably get posted the weekend that we are in Mammoth, so in maybe a week or two is when you'll actually see the Mammoth vlog. And again, thank you so much for watching. If you are new to my channel, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.